Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Happy Thursday night. Yes, it is time for another Forex talk over here. So welcome back for the existing followers, and welcome if you're new here. Welcome. If you're new, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And I highly recommend, if you didn't activate notification now, do it now, okay? Because I rarely go on at the exact same time except for this show. And a lot of the time, I'm actually late, to be honest. So you definitely want to activate notification, okay? Be sure to do it. And by the way, guys, as you're coming in, don't forget to smash that like button. Very important if we want to reach more people and be able to help the most people as we can. That's the only reason that, the only way that we're going to be able to do this, okay? So, tonight's gonna be a great show, okay? Tonight's gonna be a great show. I got 2 back-to-back losses, and it's been a while, okay? That inspired me to talk to you about a very specific subject tonight, which called "Do Not Married Your Trade Idea." Okay, so we're going to talk about that. That's very important. We also have 2 trade that we are in as we speak, and I'm going to give you some trade ideas also for the upcoming days. Okay, so you guys ready? Before we get going, I'm hoping right now I'm not talking to myself and that my mic was actually on. It looks on. Okay, that happened to me last time. All right, so we got Espan. Good evening, Sasha. By the way, drop a hi in the comment. Let me know where you're from. What are you drinking tonight with me, man? Let me know. Are you drinking beer, shots, vodka, whatever? Because I'm having a New England IPA right now. Actually, we're going to do the official cheers, and we're going to get this show rolling, okay? All right, let's do this. Let's get it ready. Woo-wee. All right, let me know where you guys are coming from. I know if you're watching the replay, let me know also. Drop a hi in the comment. I love watching those a couple days after. All right, so let's do the official cheers, guys. In 3, 2, 1, cheers. Real good. That one's a classic. Can't go wrong. By the way, guys, do not forget to smash the like button as you're coming in, okay? Let's get the show started, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's get this banner going. And boom. Here we go. All right. By the way, guys, if I do go too fast while explaining something, please stop me. Ask questions. This show gets interesting when you guys ask questions, so do not be shy to ask questions, okay? Super important. All right, so let's take a look at GJ here. GJ, the only thing I had on GJ was basically, it was Monday, I think. Was it? Yeah, it was Monday this week. It was a dogtail setup on the H4. This one, I don't need to break this down too much. Did more than 3% on that one because I was risking 3% and did more than a 1-to-1. I did a 1.6, not exactly, a little bit less than 1.6 because I did secure some profit around 18 pips. And I exited in full at 25. So yeah, something around there. The dogtail setup is very simple for people that's been here or are being here for the first time. I should say it's very simple. It's the only pair I do that, and that's the only candle I do that. I've been doing that for a couple of years now. If you go watch my stream from a couple of years ago, you'll see I still do the same thing. I basically wait for the 9 a.m. candle. I wait for the tail to be formed when the dogs start running past the start line, which is the previous high of the wick here. I get my entry, and I usually go for a 1-to-1 or 1.5-to-1 or 2-to-1, around there. You know, that's a quick scalp. That's the only pair I still scalp, and the rest I do day trade and swing trade. Okay, so now let's talk about Euro GPY. I'm in right now. NZD USD. I'm in right now. We're gonna talk about those in a couple minutes. Let's talk about this loss here. Okay, so 2 losses in a row. That didn't happen to me in a long time. I'm pretty sure. I mean, say a long time. I'm pretty sure it's been a while. I usually don't have 2 losses back to back. Yeah. I think I was in love with that trade idea, and I kind of married that trade idea. And that's the subject of tonight. Do not marry your trade idea. And the reason why I'm saying this, it's because sometimes you remember when you're in love or when you talk with your friend and say, hey man, your wife or your boyfriend or your husband is like this, like that. But you're so much in love that you're not seeing those bad side of that person. You're like, no, he's not like that or she's not like that because you're in love, right? And you're just blinded by your love. Trading can be the exact same thing, and I think I got trapped in that one, and I felt in love with that trade idea, and I do apologize to my students because I think I was a little bit too much in love with that trade idea, and I want to show you and explain you why and what and how can I avoided those losses, okay? A lot of things made sense for that trade idea, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was almost perfect, but I was blinded by love. By the way, guys, let's pause for 1 second. What the hell is going on with the like button right now? Like, click that like button right now. Like, it takes a fraction of a second. I mean, if you're not able to do that for me, please, come on, leave. You know, that's just like, please exit the live stream, you know. If you're not willing to give a like, just please exit, okay? Thank you so much. Okay, so now let's continue. So I was so much in love that there's some stuff I kind of didn't see. And I want to show that to you tonight. Okay? By the way, guys, do we have like drop a hi in the comment. Like, only S-Pen say hi. You're like, come, drop a hi. Say, hello, I'm here, and I'm from this place. Okay? I want to know who's with us. Okay? Cheers, guys. Okay, so let's continue. While you guys typing, let's continue. Okay, now let's break this down. When you look at this this pair right now, USD CHF weekly time frame is bearish. Okay, so we were bearish and we have the pullback right here. Yes, I know this for me, it's a write-off candle. It's a doji write-off candle. I push this candle side by side. For me, it's not an elbow, okay? Maybe that was why, I don't know. But most of the time when I see this, I don't count those as an elbow. Maybe it was this time, and you know, but most of the time for me, it was good to not count those as elbows. So I did as I usually do, and that's perfect, and I'm actually happy about that. The thing that I would have probably avoided if I was not so much in love with that trade idea, the first hint was right here. Okay? Oops, let me change that arrow. The first hint was, where is my, okay, yeah. The first hint was here. What is this? Okay? So, this is a doji candle and forming, and most of the time when a candle form like this, I'm not saying every time, but most of the time you will see a pullback, okay? Exactly what happened here. We have a push up. We got our doji, boom, moving back down, okay? So same thing here. We got the doji, boom, push up, okay? So first hint to avoid that loss was right here. It's like, should wait. But everything else made sense though, okay? So I want to show you that a lot of stuff made sense. I'm not going crazy with this loss. Like, I'm not mad at myself, not at all, because I did follow my plan at the end of the day. But I think I was too much in love with the trade idea, and there's a little things there and there that I kind of didn't see or didn't want to see. You know, I don't know if that makes sense for you guys, but sometimes it's like that, and you need to realize stuff. But on the other end, if you look at the weekly candle, if you look at this previous week, had no top wick, okay? Meaning that we have better probability for price to go down. That's exactly what happened with that one. But after that, we got this doji, and now we got push up. Okay, so now let's flip down to the daily time frame, okay? This wasn't there yet, okay? So when I took my trade, we went, obviously, let's say, boom, bearish here. We have the pullback, and we went right here, okay? Another hint was right there. You know, we had a doji, big-ass rejection, okay? So big-ass rejection right here, and technically when we have a big rejection like this, I call that rocket fuel. Usually it will give fuel to the next candle to push up, okay? And that's exactly what happened, okay? We pushed up. And look at this. That one broke previous high. That would be another hint for the second position I took, okay? But let's focus on the first one for now, okay? So we had another doji here, expecting price to reject at this point and actually have a real retest, okay? If you've been following me for a little while, you know that most of the time when I see price going down like this, creating a lower low and having a small pullback like this, those are not my favorite. They still make sense, but they are not my favorite. I usually wait for price to show up in this area, you know, and I like when it's in sync with a daily area of interest or a weekly area of interest, okay? Because the reason why I don't, like, those are not my favorite, it's exactly for the same reason that you're going to be seeing right now. It's because most of the time, you know, that daily golden zone or that 382 is going to be respected. 382 is my black line right here, okay? So we only had like a little retest of that structure, small pullback. And don't forget, bigger the pullback, bigger the move usually, okay? So small pullback, small move, okay? That's exactly what happened. Now, if you go down to the 4-hour time frame, right here, we went down. We have the pullback inside our H4 golden zone, so that makes total sense. But And everything made sense after that. But the daily and the weekly had some hint for me that I kind of didn't, I did notice. I didn't want to believe them. I don't know if that makes sense. And that's the same thing as your best friend telling you should be careful about this. And when shit happened, he's going to tell you, I told you so, kind of same thing. Okay. Okay. So now we got to pull back inside that 4-hour golden zone. Now, if you look down to the 1-hour time frame, the 1-hour time frame went bearish, All right. So we had a pullback here inside our H4 golden zone. Let me zoom. And this is just price action, price action, price action. Once price broke here, once it broke right here under that level, we flipped bearish. Again, most of the time, I would wait for the pullback on H1 to get the trade. But in this case, it was 8 a.m., okay? So the next candle is 8:30, okay? Or 9, sorry. This one was what? 8? Oh, we're on a 1-hour candle. All right, sorry. So technically, I enter at 9 a.m. And at that time, you got NY open and you got NYSC open coming up. 8:30 is New York open and 9 a.m. is NYSC open. So you got a lot of volume technically that can keep pushing down the price. And that's exactly what happened, and most of the time, it's going to continue. But in this case, I don't know, for XYZ reason, we went back here. And I exit. No, this one I got stuck. No, I think I managed that one. Hold on. Let me go check my Discord. I told my students. I think. Hold on. Let me find out. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I didn't write it? Okay. I just can't remember if I got stop in full or managed. I think I got stop in full, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. So anyways, so that's a loss, okay? So that one was a loss. Let's continue the simulation here. Boom. All right. So let's get back to business to show you the second attempt on that trade, okay? So we're going to remove that one because at that time we kind of didn't know the price was pushing, continuing pushing. Okay. So now in this case, we are exactly at the area that I wanted at first, which is my favorite area where most of the time, this is going to play out. Okay. So I'm like, all right, cool. But don't forget, let's go back to the weekly for 1 second. Don't forget that the weekly, previous week still show a doji, still show a doji. Okay, that's very important to understand. This was a pretty crucial hint, okay? In this case here, price showed up in that daily golden zone, and I'm like, all right, cool. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame was still bearish at that moment, but we were super high. So one of the things that, let me see here, right here. Okay, so that is super duper important, and I was so, and again, I'm coming back with the subject, okay? I was so in love with that trade idea that I didn't pull up my fib. And one of my rules says if you're past the safety net, you don't touch it. If it did close back under my safety net, yeah, I'm still interested. In this case, I didn't even do it. I was so much in love and I so wanted to give that trade a second chance that I'm like, fuck it. I'm taking it, And I took that trade based on the, I think it was the 30-minute, 1 hour. We'll go check it out in just a second. But look, this is my safety net right here, the 764. You cannot see it very properly right now because the blue's over. But that green line right here on the fib, we were like way above. We were basically at this resistance right now. So we were way too high on my H4 to take that trade. So I I could avoid that loss, you know, by simply not taking that trade, you know, and wait for price to come back down and form resistance, you know. Here, I mean, yes, this H4 candle did close under the safety net, right? That was at 5 a.m. Yes, it did. But when I took my trade, I was above the safety net. Okay, so that's very important to understand. Now, if you look at 1 hour, this is where I got boom, boom, boom. Oops, did I remove my... Did I delete my entry? Hold on, wait a second. Did I delete my entry by mistake? Oh, here we go. I deleted by mistake. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's remove this. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. And if you look on the 1 hour, oops, sorry, guys. 1 hour, we went from here. So from here to here, we went bearish. We have the pullback, nice engulfing candle. I took it here, okay? It made sense, don't get me wrong. It still makes sense, you know? But there was hint there that I can avoid it. Again, I'm not mad against myself because it did fit a bunch of my rules. But there was, I mean, it was fitting my plan, you know? It was fitting my plan. I shouldn't say that I didn't respect I respect all my rules, you know? The trade made sense, but there was hint that I can avoid that loss for nothing, especially the second entry, But hey, it's part of the game, man. It's part of the game, and that's me being super extremely transparent with you guys and giving you everything here, everything that was going through my mind and how I did it. I mean, beat that, man. Where else? People show their losses, you know? Man, they're magical traders, those people, man. They just win. I don't know how they do, but they just win. It's kind of weird, but they just fucking win. Yeah, anyways. It's so funny, man. There's some people out there in this space that oh, man. What a shame. People are so fucking jerk and dumb. But, hey, it's all good. All right, cool. So those are the, I think that those had some good take out of it. And I hope you were guys taking notes and being super, super attentive. Yeah, that was a word I was looking for. Okay, cheers, guys. So any question about that one? Let's see the chat. Raf, good evening, buddy. Let's see. Price appear to have been higher high and higher high. Market structure was, yeah. Oh, now, yeah. Now, yes. Now, as right now, we did. Just didn't update the chart yet. But yes, now it's going to be a new higher high. So, we can update it right now. It's going to be done. So, higher high and higher. So now it's back bullish now. But I was talking like prior to that. Okay, so and now just like, if you cancel that simulation, here we go. And now price just like, holy moly. Price went, boom, sayonara. What about the 4 hour time frame? 4 hour time frame is not, like everything is bullish now. On the lower time frame. Here, we're going to move that to there. And there we go. Perfect. All right, so USDCHF, buy. Okay. So now, let's move on to the next pair, ladies and gentlemen. Where was it? Euro GPY. All right, so Euro GPY, I'm still in that trade. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the... All right, cool. So here is a little bit of the same thing. Here we had a big hint that price will push up, which is great because I waited actually to have this pullback before entering this time. Okay, we actually reached the daily golden zone. We'll go check it out in the lower time frame. So we are bearish on a time frame. We got a big asterisk rejection, meaning that there's a big chance that price will pull up. That's actually why I didn't enter before having the full retest in this case. So that's great. Now, if you're looking at the daily did reach the golden zone, daily area of interest, which is perfect. And today did close. We did form resistance. The good thing here is this daily candle didn't broke previous high, and this one still didn't broke previous low. So this one is like kind of indecisive candle, but we are bearish engulfing. So that's a good sign for tomorrow, or actually the day that's starting right now. When I took it, I saw that doji on the daily reaching the daily golden zone. So I'm like, all right, so today there's a big chance we start melting. So I actually listened to the hint this time, you know. So we got the pullback on the daily. We got a doji on the prior day, and if you're looking at the 4-hour time frame, we went bullish, obviously, to have the pullback. You know, we have the pullback, and once we flip bearish, we got the pullback also. Now, if you're looking at H4. I'm pretty sure we're close to that golden zone. Yeah, we went inside that golden zone on the 4-hour time frame, which is perfect. Now, if you're looking down to the 1 hour, 1 hour went bearish. Oops, sorry guys. Here we go. So, oh yeah, so here this was a more aggressive entry. Okay. So here we went bearish on H1, and we have the pullback. So what happened here is I was watching carefully. If you're looking at the 30-minute, we got a pullback also, very nice. But if you see, no engulfing on 1 hour, no engulfing on 30-minute, but I did have my engulfing on the 15 minutes, okay? So I decided to take this entry right here. I told my student I'm going to take half my risk right here, and probably going to be adding more, and I did. I'm going to show you where. So this was my first entry based on the 15-minute time frame. And if you look here on the 30-minute, this is where I actually add the other 50%. It was after this engulfing right here. Okay, so I almost got the same entry, maybe a couple pips difference. This one and this one as like 4 pips difference. Okay, so this is where I add the second half. Okay, so pretty good. So now we got 3% at this one, so we'll see where it goes. So far so good. Everything looks pretty decent. The only thing that bothers me right now on this trade is the fact that H1, was it the 30-minute? 30-minute kind of failed on creating the new lower low here. So that's the only thing that kind of bothered me a little bit. But the rest makes total sense. So I'm like, if I get a third loss in a row, dude, that's gonna be a first in a fucking while. But hey, it's all good. It's part of the game, man. You win some, you lose some. Yeah. So all good with this. I think that makes sense. And if you have any questions, let me know. Let me see the chat if we have any questions. Good evening, Bilal, man. What's up, buddy? Sasha vs. John Jones. Shit, who's John Jones? I'm so hold on. John Jones. Who's John Jones? Oh fuck. Is this guy? Dude, I'm gonna stand for 2 seconds in front of this guy, dude. This guy's cut. Dude, I lost 24 pounds, but I'm not cut like that, you know, so I got no chance, bud. Alright, so hopefully that makes sense. Any question about Euro GPY? Let me know. Let's see. Cheers, guys. Okay, let's move on to NZD USD. Oops. Double click the wrong one. Here. Boom. NZD USD. All right, so let's break it down. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so this one is a more advanced trade, and this is something I discussed with my students, I think that was last week or 2 weeks ago, where I called it a continuations trade. Fuck, the Frenchie's trying to say a fucking fucked up word right now. Sorry for the ton of F-bombs. I'm Frenchy, so I'm allowed. Okay? Probably not allowed, but I'm taking the right. So anyways, so continuous trade, I don't know if that makes sense, that word. I have no clue, to be honest. Maybe I just make up that word. I have no freaking clue. But continuous trade, and if it doesn't exist, continuation is that word, I'm gonna call it continuous trade just because it doesn't exist. So anyways, long story short, man, Sasha, calm down there. Okay, cool. So continuation trade, really simple. We got a solid bearish engulfing candle here on the weekly time frame. We got a solid wick rejection, giving a lot of fuel for this candle to come down past the low here, man. So the chance for price to continue down are very high. Okay. Hold on, I just saw something popping up here. Raf, yeah, that would exist? Okay, cool. Man, I thought I was smart for 1 second. I thought I invented something. Shit. Can't invent shit. So, alright, so daily. Let's focus. This is a serious game, boys. Okay, let's see. Alright, so now we got the daily time frame. Alright, the daily time frame is straight bearish. Yes, I didn't wait for the pullback because this is a continuation trade. Okay, so this is more advanced. Again, like I said, okay. So bearish at this stage. I mean, we don't have any support form on the weekly. We don't have any support on the daily. So I'm expecting price to continue going down in this case. So what I did wait though, because most of the time, if you have a continuation trade on the daily and the weekly time frame, at one point you will have the pullback on the 4 hour to create the top wick of that daily or the top wick of that weekly. Okay, so I waited for that. So we had the weekly pullback here. If you're looking on H1, H1 went bullish. So here, H1 went bullish to have the what do you call it? The pullback on the daily, and once we flipped bearish here, this is where I was looking for entries. Okay, well now I went down on the lower time frame. If you're looking on the 30-minute, that was the main. And again, this trade was really more advanced because there was a lot of stuff. Here is the area I was waiting to break. Okay. For me, if you look left, okay, let me put that zone, another color. Let's do it, zone here. Here you go. So that zone was super important to break and close under, okay? Because if you look left, look at how many rejection here, okay? So for me, it was a big hint that if we have a solid close under that area, there's a big chance we're going to have a continuation trade. And of course, we added, I mean, not of course, but eventually we added this bearish engulfing candle closing very strongly under that one. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm taking it here. I've seen this setup so many times that I know it can work, right? And again, those kind of trade that are more advanced or need more expense, you're gonna be able to catch those eventually. But you need to spend time on charts and you need to journal your trades. And when you see something that works, mark it down. So next time when you see it, you'll be like, I've seen that before, and there's a big probability that it will work out and it will play out. So that's why I actually took that one. I didn't call that one to my student because I knew it was more advanced and more risky, and something that don't talk too often about. But this is a solid trade idea, and right now we're just waiting to hit TP right now. So I mean, we'll see how it goes. 4 hours still look good. We just created a new lower low at the moment. And close very solid that H4. That H4 closed with no top wick. So there's a big chance we're going to continue down. That new H4 did broke previous low. So there's a big probability that we have a continuous trade to the downside. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Cheers, guys. Now let's see. What time is it? All right, we're good. GA. All right, let's talk about GA. GA looks. I think it kind of looked good for next week. We'll see. Right now we got a weekly bullish. So we got a weekly bullish. I would love to see a pullback around this area, which is the daily area of interest and weekly area of interest. They are both area of interest. And if we do form resistance here, I cannot use my fib yet because we didn't form resistance. But if we do form resistance here, that will be my 382. That's going to be in sync with that area of interest. So pretty solid. Let's see. So far, let's take a look at the daily. Daily's having the pullback. Yeah, okay, so daily we can use the fib though. Daily we can use the fib. Right here, perfect. So you see that would be the daily golden zone. Boom, and I'm gonna mark the black line here, which is gonna be my 382. Here we go. Let's delete that, perfect. Okay, cool. So right now we got a weekly and the daily bullish. We got the 4-hour bullish. So everything's bullish right now. But I don't think we have like a decent pullback right now on the weekly or the daily time frame. I mean, daily it's not so bad. But we did close solid candle here. So we shall see. I think that's gonna be better next week. What about the 1 hour? 1 hour right now is still bearish, right? We are I guess that will be the new lower high and the new lower low. Small elbow, I don't really like those small elbow, but when I go under here, I got an elbow, decent elbow right here. We went on top, boom, 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 and we did form the new lower low here. Okay, yeah, so that's valid elbow. Okay, cool. So that's our new lower high. So once we break above here, I'm actually going to place an alert because we might be, I don't know, maybe entering tomorrow. I hope not, to be honest. I hate entering on Fridays. What am I saying? H1 going bullish. I'm not planning to enter on Friday, especially that I got Euro GPY and NZD USD rolling right now. Hopefully this gonna show up on next week. So that's the idea on GA. Let's take a look at USD GPY weekly time frame. So weekly time frame, we had a nice pullback here inside our weekly golden zone. Nice resistance form with a nice engulfing candle. But man, last week we had that freaking doji here. So let's take a look at the daily. Daily now is good though, because the daily went bearish. Okay, so look at this. So daily was bullish, you know. And once we broke under here, we broke that low right here, we flipped bearish. So I waited for the pullback, and this is exactly where we at. So now in this case, it looks like the USD CHF pattern, okay? But we do have a nice doji here on the daily. So technically, there's a big chance, especially that it didn't broke previous high. But we have a big wick to the downside though, so got to be careful. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is still bullish, so doesn't change anything. We need the 4-hour to go bearish. So if the 4-hour goes bearish, we're gonna wait for the pullback to go down. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. That would make total sense. Yep. And technically, the only thing that bugs me though on that weekly time frame is this massive weekly candle. I would love to retract. You know, if we see a rejection here, next week's gonna be better. So yeah. Let's see on Tuesday live session. Tuesday live session, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have an update on that one. Right now, it's hard to tell, but it does look interesting though. So I'm gonna keep it up there. CAD GPY, let's take a look. Weekly time frame, we are bullish. We got our pullback at the weekly area of interest, which is also the weekly golden zone, which is perfect. Looks like today, I mean, not today, this week is going to be closing. I mean, we still have 1 day to go, don't get me wrong. But let's say it would close like this. It would close a nice support engulfing, so that's pretty decent. So next week can be very interesting here. Here, technically, I don't use this as an elbow. So technically on the daily, we are still bearish. So I would not be able to do it. But if you look here, here, yeah. Yeah, so technically I would not be able to do it because the daily is still bearish. So the best thing for this one would be to do something like this. Boom, create a new low, break above, retest this structure to go up. Okay, so that would be the best thing to happen for this. That's why it was blue also, because at first I was looking for a day trade. But yeah. CHF let's see. Cheers, guys. Weekly time frame. Oh, same thing. We are bullish. We got a pullback at the weekly area of interest, which is also the weekly golden zone. Let's take a look at the day. Day is still bearish though, so we need the day to go back bullish. So same shit here. AUD CAD. AUD CAD. We finally out of that range on the daily. Let's take a look at the weekly. But anyway, guys, now is the time to drop the pairs that you're looking at or you would like to be break it down. So let's see here. So AUD CAD, we are bearish on the weekly. We are bearish on the daily. Finally out of that stupid range. We got a break. We got a retest. But this daily is bullish engulfing though. So we might still have 1 day to push. Maybe a doji tomorrow. And next week, ready to come down. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours bearish. And we are bearish. We went to that golden zone. Yo, I'm telling you, this golden zone is fucking magnet, guys. Here we go. Perfect. 1 hour. Let's take a look at 1 hour. 1 hour went bullish. Okay, so here. H1 higher low and H1 lower low. Yeah, I mean. Alright, so we're still bullish here. So we need the H1 to go bearish. This is starting to look nice. I'm actually going to put it blue. Here we go. So I need H1 to go bearish. Okay. So let me see the chat. I think there's a question popping up here. What is your perspective on AUD USD? All right, well, go take a look. Simon, just joined the session. Seemed like you trade quite a range of pairs. Do you do all these on live stream or send set up in Discord? Seems like you trade quite a range of pairs. Yes, because I'm day trading on my swing, mostly swing trading. And the problem is if you're swinging, for me, for one setup sometimes to have a pullback, it can take like 6-7 weeks, you know, to have the weekly pullback. So if I only trade that pair, I'm kind of screwed. So that's why I do look at many pairs, but I highlight like the one that I'm focusing on because those are the one that the setup's going to show up the fastest, okay? So yes, I look at every pair at every week, at the beginning of every week, but I target maybe, like, say 5-6 pairs, you know, that probably going to be taking 1 or 2 trade. This week it was crazy because a lot of shit happened, and I ending up like being in 4 trades, which is probably one of the most trades I took in a week since a while. But yeah, so yeah, that's the reason why I do. Do you do all these on live stream? I live stream on Thursday night. Thursday night, it's called Forex Talk Over Beer. This tonight. This show is mostly based for breaking down the winners and the losers from the past week and giving trade ideas for the upcoming days or answering any questions. Okay. On Tuesday morning, I do a live stream, so I can take trades live with you guys. If the setup show up, I'm gonna take it live with you. I do sometimes scalp GJ. That's the only pair I still scalp because I'm a previous My background was a scalper before, a couple years ago, and now I'm mostly swinging or intraday, day trade, whatever, but mostly swing. Okay. So yeah, I do take those on street. Send set up on Discord. My Discord is closed. It's only for people that were in the boot camp with me. It was a private little group. But I will eventually do another boot camp. Just like I'm overwhelmed right now. I don't do that for money because I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. It's just a very, very small amount. But the thing is, I'm super busy, I'm super busy. So I do that like once in a while, like, so if you want to know when's going to be the next boot camp, you can send me a DM on Instagram, and I will add your name on the list. Just send me your email and I'll let you know when it's the next one. I have no clue when's the next one. I'm not planning anything right now. Also, can you analyze NAS 100 and US 30 if you don't mind? Thank you. I personally do not trade NAS 100 and US 30. Those are different beasts, to be honest. Yes, chart reads the same, don't get me wrong, but I mostly focus on Forex pairs. We can break it down because at the end of the day, price action is price action. But I highly recommend people to focus on some stuff. Like if your thing is NAS 100 and US 30, focus on those, Don't jump back and forth into Forex. Just focus on those, because those are special beasts. It's like gold, Gold is like, it's a beast by itself, So it's very important to focus on those. Those moves very, very, very differently. But the analysis at the end of the day, it's pretty much the same, because it's a chart breakdown, price action, candlesticks. When you understand like that every candle has a story behind, it reads the same on whatever the hell you're looking at. If I look at crypto, I can break down a crypto chart like this, because that's the same reading, okay? So yes, I can definitely take a look at it, but I will not be able to say like, yeah, this at that time and this time, because this works very differently. Okay. Hey man, check this out. Turn on the session volume profile indicator and turn on the what? Yeah. Okay. Good luck with that. Just check it out. No. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. By the way, indicators. Volume profile indicator. Indicators will tell you stuff that already happened, unfortunately. When you learn how to read candles and price action, you know exactly what happened at a rate time. I don't need a volume indicator to tell me there's volume or it's oversell or overbuy or oversell. Okay, so I don't need that. I'm able to see that with my eyes. Okay, so I don't need an indicator for that. What microphone are you using? I don't know. Does it suck? I don't know. It's called Samsung Meteor. This one looks like a old school one. So hopefully the sound is good. I hope. With swings, what kind of R are you looking for? It depends. Minimum like 2.5 to 1. That's strict minimum. That's like, let's say like I'm doing more as a day trade or if I don't have enough room for my TP. But I will go anything between a 3 or a 6 to 1. Depend, again, if I have the room, depends on where I'm at in the week. Am I on Wednesday? I don't enjoy holding during the weekend. I do hold during the weekend sometimes. But I would prefer to secure my profit and worst case re-enter, to be honest, because that's the way I am. I just like to secure profit, It's not what you think, man, but suit yourself. Yeah, man, thanks. Thank you. How can I learn more about price action? There's no real books about, I don't think so, about price action itself. I learned it from different mentors, and I would say that the one that helped me was Raj, and price action was mostly Raj and Q, I guess. But that's it, you know. It's with people that I learned. I mean, you can learn a lot on that stream for free, you know, because I usually talk about a lot about price action, like all those candlesticks forms. Did you break the high, break the low? You can get a lot in from that. Lots. Looking forward to tuning in on Tuesday. Cheers. Hey, thanks, Simon, man. Cheers to that, buddy. Cheers. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button as you're coming in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new here and activate notification because I rarely go on at the exact same time, okay? Remember that, and I am often late, okay? So, Faris, in practice and YouTube listening to you, to guys like this. Yeah, that's it, man. It's the best way to learn, you know? Yeah, just find somebody that fits you, you know. It's not everyone that will trade a way that fits you. For me, I invested almost like 20K into my learnings, okay? So I took different courses from different people, grab a little bit of this, grab a little bit of that, this and that, and I took a little bit of ingredient from different people and did my own salad. So that's what I'm doing now these days. Okay. Would your swing be good for prop challenge? Yeah, why not? Yeah. I'm not the kind of guy who try to flip accounts or over risk or degen trades. You know. So no, I'm trading my own money. So I'm super freaking tight. So that's it. Yeah, Sasha sound kind of sound weird like this, but yeah, I guess so. You know, it is what it is. All right, so let's see. Somebody else mentioned another. Hey, by the way, Dax, is my sounds good or not? Because now you got me worried here. Okay, let's see. Somebody else asked about AUD USD for who asked that? Antonio. All right, Antonio. We'll go check it out. AUD/USD. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. AUD/USD. Let's take a look. Boom. Okay, so if you're looking at AUD/USD right now, we are bearish on the weekly time frame, and we are bearish since like this was August 2022. So more than 2 years stuck in that weekly freaking range, you know? We failed on creating higher high and lower low for 2 years and more. So, okay, so weekly is bearish. Daily is bearish. So we just formed a new lower low. We got a doji here, okay? So this wick here, if you're looking at price action, if you're looking here, we got a support form, we got a doji, UJAS rejection to the upside though. We didn't broke previous low here, and we did broke previous high here. So far this wick, this is the daily time frame. Sorry guys. So on the daily time frame, this daytime, it's a new daily candle actually, just open up. All right. So far in the past hour, we didn't broke previous low, we didn't broke previous high, but doesn't indicate much. Now, if you look in the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame is we have here we have an elbow, so we are bullish now on H4. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now let's recap this. So we got a weekly bearish, we got the daily bearish, and we got your H4 bullish. So you definitely need the H4 to flip back bullish to be able to take that trade down. But honestly, like after a push like this and a doji like this, you should see a pullback on the daily time frame now. So for me, I would wait to see next week what happened, but I would not surprised to see a pullback around here and coming down, you know. So, but again, I don't predict stuff. I hate people that do that. Because you cannot predict shit, you know. Price will do whatever price wants to do. You can have an idea, you know. You can expect some stuff, But you know, price will do what price wants to do, and you have to trade what you see, not what you think. Okay, that's super duper important. Okay, so AUD/USD, I mean, it can be nice, but so right now, as right now, no. Okay, so it's not ready. Cheers, guys. What time is it? Oh shit, I'm running late. We're going for dinner. Do you have any suggestion to help hold the trades to its full potential? My weak point is that I close before it's my TP. Faris, that is the problem of, I would say, probably 90% of the traders. You know, when we're in drawdown, we close. You know, we close super quick, right? And it goes back down to our profit. You know, it goes back up to our profit. But we did close. But we're in profit. We're just holding, and that's being called greedy. Okay, so my best advice is, before entering a trade, you should have a clear plan. You know, I'm entering there. This is my stop loss, and this is my TP. That's it. And you set and fucking forget. You know, you just set and forget, and you just wait. You know, you just wait. That's it. It's either you get stopped or you hit your TP. Okay, that's it. At this stage, if you enter your trade, that means they respect your rules. If you didn't respect your rules, you just eat the loss if you hit your loss. And after that, you try to figure out, like, why, you know? And if you hit your TP, you're super happy. And now you need to focus on the winners, okay? Do not spend too much time on losers. Losers are good to go over, okay, see, okay, that, okay, fine. Winners, you want to duplicate the winners. So spend more time to analyze your winners than your loser. That's the mistake that people do. They spend too much time on losers versus winners. Okay, so that's it. Do we trade gold? I don't know if we trade gold. I don't. So I personally don't trade gold. I look at it sometimes for students and people and live stream purposes, but I do not trade it. For sure, for your strategy, how often do you check your chart? Still every morning. You know, every morning I look at my chart, see, update my lines, update my shit, see what's going on. But I place alerts and I leave. You know, if it hits my alerts, I go back, take my entry, or update my chart, and that's it. You know, so versus scalping, man, I was always in front of my computer, which is like, you know, it was like crazy. You're welcome, bud. NZCAD, Euro NZD. You guys are on fire tonight. I like it. NZD, Euro NZD. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? But guys, you better smash that goddamn like button as you're coming in. And if you didn't do so, man, do it now. I mean, if you're gonna do this, it takes 1 second. Okay? Where is it? NZD CAD. Oh, NZD CAD, we already talked about it. Euro NZD. God damn, where's my Euro NZD? Euro. Oh, here. All right, let's do this very quickly because I'm late. Let's see. All right, so weekly is still bullish here. All right, weekly bullish. Daily, we flipped bullish, so let's update that. Daily high, daily high low. Here we go. 4 hour is bullish. Okay, now let's go back to the weekly. So my problem here on this weekly is this. So we went back down to have the pullback. Here, we failed once on creating a wow. Are we back? Can anyone tell me if we're back? I think I lost connection. Whoa. I don't know what's going on here. Think we lost connection like back to back, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, so Choppy, we're back. All right, cool. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on right now. So the thing is, we failed on creating high twice. For me, this is very sketchy. Now, if you look at the daily time frame, now I would wait for a pullback here on the daily, and maybe as a day trade, if we do retest this area of interest on the daily time frame, which is probably going to be in sync with that daily golden zone, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I would wait for a pullback around this area and wait for the switch of structure at this area to take it up, you know. So, but that's not gonna happen now. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. All right, guys, man, you guys were on fire tonight, man. I really appreciate those questions. I really appreciate every single one of you that participated in that stream. That was great. I'm gonna be live once again on Tuesday morning. Sorry. Activate notification. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate every single one of you. I wish you an amazing day tomorrow of trading. Trade safe, and I'll see you on Tuesday morning, guys. Take care. Peace out.